Hey folks, how's it going, man? Willie the one here, man. Hey, let's get down in here. How we doing today, people, man? How we doing? We doing good? We doing good? Good. Hey, I got something important to talk to you about today. I have a problem um with what's going on in the Middle East. Um, I've always been one of these you got two things in life: your word and your balls, and you don't break them for anybody. And here we are as a nation doing just that. Um, and let's be clear on one thing: the world was a different place 6 months ago. Okay, we were the largest producer of oil and energy in the world, energy superpower. Um, we Because of policies, and I will get into that. We were able to facilitate the Abraham Accords, and and this is because of clear and strong policy is why we were able to do this. That's why 6 months ago, peace in the Middle East. Today, thousands of fucking rockets raining down on fucking innocent Israelis. Okay, and I'll get going. Okay, so we have that. We're the largest producer of energy. Um, we're recovering from coming out of a pandemic and stuff, making record breaking vaccine times. I mean, all this Trump administration, Trump administration. Um, and then now let's talk about. I'm even gonna cover the crisis at our southern border because that's a whole nother thing that I've talked about. Right now, I want to focus on Israel and the failed policies that have gotten us there. Here's what's happened: you have Trump. He did two things, and old Cruz, he knows what's up. Old Cruz knows what's up because he's screaming about the same thing I'm trying to tell you about. What he did was, one, he's friends with Benjamin Netanyahu. Okay, they're tight. All right, they always were tight before he became president, anything like that. So they become president. Okay, one, he makes by moving our embassy. Okay, by moving our embassy. All right, what that did was that sent a message to the world that the United States of America stands strong with Israel. Like we stand, we moved the embassy. It's been promised. It's been promised. It's been promised. Nobody wanted it done. We did it anyway, and that showed the nation. That showed the world. The United States of America stands with Israel. And then we know what else Trump did. He made another important decision. Very important. These two decisions are the reason why there was peace in the Middle East. Okay, because now think. Okay, we moved the we moved the embassy. Okay, and then he pulls out of this disastrous Barack Hussein Obama Iran nuclear deal. Okay, these two things. All right, clear statements. We stand with Israel. We're not about this. This bullshit with Iran. Okay, so you got Palestine, okay, and you got the Arab nation. That hey, we want to be friends with America. So if we're gonna be friends with America, America's friends with Israel. We got to be friends with Israel. This is why the Abraham Accords took place. These important policy decisions on Trump's part made this possible. Biden comes into office. Very first thing he does, he starts undermining Iran or Israel. He starts undermining Israel, and he starts fucking sending money. He sends money to. He sends money to Palestinians, millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to Palestine who are in bed with Hamas. All right. Then he turns around and sends a couple hundred more $1 million to the Ayatollah Khomeini, who's fucking chanting death to America, death to Israel. This is where your money's going, people. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Hamas, a fucking Ayatollah Khomeini. Okay, this is where our money's going. Hundreds of millions of dollars the Biden administration sent to the Ayatollah Khomeini. This is you can check this shit. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions of dollars to Palestine to do what? To indirectly fund through Iran the missiles that are raining down on fucking Israel. Okay? Okay. All right. So all this shit's going down. Everything's going down. Okay. We got all this bullshit. Okay. He sends all this money. Okay. These failed policies now when he comes in, he undermines Israel by doing that, by sending money to these people. Okay. Then war starts. Okay. And then where are we at? All right. We got the Democrats screaming that innocent people are being killed because of the bombings. Okay, people. Israel isn't watch my lips. Israel isn't killing these people. Hamas is killing them. Hamas is the one creating human fucking shields, hiding fucking missiles in schools. They're killing the children. They're the terrorists here, not Israel. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense at all? Yeah, yeah. But Hamas is the one doing that. That's a war crime. Okay. I'm pretty sure what's his name, old Teddy down there in Texas, old Cruz. He was in on. He had something. He's the one that you can't use civilians as shields for military stuff. It's a war crime. Okay, Hamas is the one doing that, not Israel. Israel's trying to defend itself. Okay, so our president makes a big phone call. Our president, president of the United States, he makes a phone call to Prime Minister Netanyahu, um, not to tell him, hey, we got you, man. We're here. We're going to stand beside you. We're going to put an end to this. Not to do that. Not to tell him, hey, don't worry. Um, your munitions are coming. We're gonna replenish the Iron Dome defense system so we don't get a bunch of Israelis killed. We'll at least do that. No, not to tell you that. You know what he called to tell Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu? Stop bombing the terrorists that are bombing you. Stop defending Israel against the terrorists. Civilians are getting killed. This is what our president calls and tells our closest ally. Not that we're going to stand with him. And do you know why? Because he's scared to death of fucking AOC, Talib, Omar, those crazy son of a bitches that are running the fucking Democratic Party. Man, it's time right now, as a nation, as Americans, to stand with Israel. It's time for the president, it's time for you, Joe Biden, president of the free world, to replenish those munitions for the Iron Dome so that we don't have a bunch of fucking dead Israeli fucking brothers on our hands. This is the United States of America. That's our ally. It's time to start acting like it. These failed policies and then not doing anything about it. You have the audacity to call Israel and tell them don't defend yourself against terrorism. That's the message we're sending. Joe, why don't you get 3 or 4 more chairs? Get a chair over there so you got AOC sitting on one side of you. Get Omar on the other. Have fucking Talib and fucking a couple more of them standing behind you. Why don't you just do that? Why don't you just make the overall, just break it up and move them right in there with you? Start making your own fucking decisions. Be a goddamn man and stand up for your allies. It's fucking United States of America. This is Willie the One. Hit like, hit subscribe. I'm disgusted, people. You should be too. This is not a proud moment in America. This is a sad time in American history. Hit like, hit subscribe. You know Willie needs you. I love you, people. Hang in there. We're gonna get through this. I'm gonna hear what you guys is talking about, man. I love you guys, man. Be good. Hit like and subscribe. Willie needs more subscribers. God damn it. My subscribers are scarce. Y'all ain't about shit. Willie's out.